For free live tarot readings. I mean, I'm pretty excited. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty excited about some tarot readings tonight. We're gonna get a bunch in. We're gonna get a ton in. We got so many cards. We are going to have a literal party over here tonight. I'm just saying, if it's a party, it's happening right here tonight. So everybody come on in and let's get the party started, you know? Let's get the party started because it's Tuesday. You know, we're just starting the week out. We're just starting the week out, and that's okay. That's okay. It's going to be the weekend eventually, and that's when the real party starts. What is going on? How are you doing? Chelsea, Axel, and Renee, what is up? What is up? Had just released the news program. We're going to release a bunch of good stuff. John, it has been a long time. How are you doing? Modern Priscilla Tarot, it's been a long time as well. What is up? Strawberry, TTV, and Axel Jax. Teehee girl, how are you doing? Yeah, I just got my Mons Tarot. I got my Mons Tarot V2. V2. You know, if it's the second edition, is that V2? Or do you have to say 2ND edition or so? You know, I don't know. I'm going to say V2. Positive always. Best name ever. How are you doing? What is up? What is up? These are so huge that I have to shuffle them like this. I got to do one of those odd shuffles just to get my little hands around it. You know what they say about little hands? I'm just saying. Jay, what is going on? Chelsea Harder, hello. What is up? What is up? It's free live tarot readings. Throw your question out there and let's get started. Toss it on out there. Let's find out. Let's find out what is up. What if we got the questions? Because I want to know if I get this job I've recently applied for. Well, Chelsea, thank you for joining the live stream. Appreciate that. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. We've got 750 videos to choose from. I mean, that's a pretty good selection. I gotta say, pretty good selection. Will I get this job? Will I get hit? What? Will I get this job? There you go. What's the best option? Scorpio X Gemini X or Capricorn much younger than me? John, you're quite the player down there. John, you are quite the player over there. I mean, I'm just saying, you got like five to choose from. What's up? John, 5-point star. Hello, Bree. What's positive always? Thank you for your donation. Appreciate that. All right. John's got it going on. Speaking of going on. All right. I just finished this one. I'm just saying that I think this looks noticeably better than the original. I think this looks noticeably better than the original one. So, I mean, I got this done. This is part of my new tarot deck, by the way. If you haven't seen it, it is called the Waterfall. Whoa! It is called the Waterfall Tarot. As I knock everything off of the desk. All right. Will I get this job or not? Let's find out there. Let's find out. I mean, I'm just saying that's not a bad looking card. That is not a bad looking card. I was working on it. I'm like, okay, is this going to look like garbage? It's going to be all right. 5-point stars. My cat coming back. Oh, that's not good. Did you let the cat out? Is it one of those indoor cats and you open the door for 1 second and they went zoom out the door? Is that what happened? Austin, welcome. What is going on? My guitar friend, what is up? Raina, welcome. Hey, how are you doing? All right. Jen, no, hello. How are you, Jen? Melanated Carissa, what's up? Okay, so are you going to get this new job or not? Tower, Ace of Swords, Hermit. Well, I don't think so. I think we're looking at a little bit of a challenge getting into that new job. We're starting out with the 5 of Pentacles. I mean, we're starting out with the 5 of Pentacles. It's kind of a challenge. That's kind of a challenge when we're doing that. I mean, then we move over to the Tower. So it's like we really don't get the job. We don't have the opportunities that we need in this particular instance. The Tower, there's something else that disrupted getting the job. In other words, even if you were selected, or even if we went through this process, things were looking good. The 96 Camry Austin, that's great. Catherine Holm, welcome. Hey, how are you doing? So even if you decided that you wanted this, even if they decided to take you in, the tower says there's some disruption going on over there. There's some things being turned over. There's some things being turned around. Tina, are you doing free readings? That is what the title says, Tina. Tina, by the way, Tina, there is no list. Donations take priority. And then I pick at random. All right. But yeah, the Ace of Swords says that they will eventually call you and let you know what happened. I think they'll eventually call you and let you know what happened. The Hermit, again, if we're looking for a job, looking to sneak into something, looking to leap into there and do all of that. The Hermit says that, that's not going to be the best thing. It's like I'm alone. I didn't get the job. I'm alone. I didn't have that opportunity. Things didn't quite work out, but hopefully you'll get the next one that you do. Positive Always, the best name ever. Positive Always, the best name ever. What will be the outcome of my job interview on Tuesday or on Thursday? There you go. All right, PA. Let's see about that. PA, let's see. PA job interview on Thursday. What is going to be the outcome of that? Well, good luck with the interview. I'm like one of the only people on the earth that likes job interviews. I mean, I'm just saying, I like job interviews. If you're qualified for it, and I'm a Virgo, so I like overstudy, and I like try to predict what they're going to ask me. And there's a fly in here. Get away. Shoo. Anyway, so I try to predict what they're going to ask and all of that. I think it's fun. I'm the only person that likes being interviewed, though. I mean, I'm probably the only person that likes that stuff. But, Jay, officially Waterfall Tarot backer 98. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate you. Jay, I'm going to ship yours out first. If I recognize your name, I make a note. And the day I get the cards is the day that I ship it out. So you will get it the literal day that it'll ship out the day that I get it. So good news. If you're a stream supporter, if I recognize your name, it's going out same day. So gonna get it quick. Gonna get it quickly. Gonna get it in your hands. Have that PDF book that I need to start because I'm so lazy. I need to get the PDF book started. I'm excited about it. Wolf, speaking of excited about it, what is up, Aquarius? Hey, how are you doing? All right, Mariah and Mary M, welcome. All right, yeah, Positive Always hates interviews. I mean, normal people hate interviews. I'm not normal. Mina's Bookshelf. See, I pronounced it correctly. Mina, I'm not stupid, I promise. Hello, good evening to you as well. What are you currently reading? My reading addicted person like myself. How are you? All right. We're going in for this interview. And I think it's going to work out well. Catherine, throw out a question. We pick at random. I think it's going to work out well for you. I think the interview does. Now, why is death here? And you're thinking, Annie, hello, what's going on? You're thinking, why is death in the middle of my read for an interview? That doesn't make any sense. Why is interference in the middle of my interview? I mean, lady sitting in a casino, what is up? Mona, hello, what is up? Why you have death and interference in the interview? I think you're going to get some questions that you're not expecting. I think they're going to ask you some things you're not expecting. I believe that there's some activities, there's some things going on over there that you're not quite expecting to have. It could be too many people in the interview. It could be a group interview. It could be something weird. Something weird is going to happen in this interview, for sure. But the world does say that you have options. The world is all about options. Let's admit it. It's about options. It's similar to the Seven of Cups, except it's on steroids. And you see this in the original Rider-Waite. right? You'll have all of a similar type thing. You'll have animals on the far corners. You have the wreath in the middle, and it's sort of hovering. It's like this ethereal card. It's all about options and getting good things and bringing it all together. And that's pretty much what you have here, is I do think that you'll get it. Now, what does death mean again with interference? I think that you have something odd that's going to happen during the interview. Don't think it's going to kill your chances. I just think prepare yourself to be able to wing it. Don't go in there with like this elaborate plan. Like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to say this. I think they're going to ask me this. You need to expand your possibilities, or expand what you're thinking is going to happen in the interview. Because again, it's going to be something unexpected. So be sure to go in there with an open mind. Go in there and be able to wing it. Be able to wing it, because you may have to. It may be a situation where you're just sort of trying to figure it out and hoping for the best at some point. But again, expand what you're studying, figure out what they may be asking, but don't narrow yourself in. And don't get nervous if you get a question that you haven't had before, because again, we're talking about an unusual interview at the best, right? Unusual to say the least. So, I mean, just go in with that attitude. I think you're going to get it. Again, I think it's going to turn out well. The world of death, that really brings that feel of that you have options. You have options in there. And also be ready to negotiate your salary right there. So if you haven't negotiated your salary before, if you're trying to figure out what you need to make to survive versus what you expect to make in the market, figure that out before you go in, so you're not trying to calculate it out. You know what I'm saying? Calculate it out manually. So there you go. Mystery, Suspense, The Ancestor by Danielle. I never heard of that, but that sounds good. That sounds pretty good. Mina, if you're not on YouTube, I am crack addicted to BookTube. Basically, people on YouTube that do reviews about the hottest new things and all that. I'm just addicted to this stuff. But I'm reading American Gods right now, which is the weirdest story I think I've ever read in my life. Really, really unusual. But yeah, the audiobook is fantastic. They have a bunch of different actors doing different parts of the audiobooks. It's pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. How will the next 6 months go for me and my family? Speak to my ancestors. Well, okay. Like no death card transformation. I mean, yeah, you know, no, the death card doesn't mean you're going to die. Doesn't mean you're going to die. I mean, come on. Show me the death card. Okay. So enjoying a sunny day. Phone is on the fritz. Sorry to hear about that. That's rough. All right. So here's like a question. So what is Sidon's energy towards me? Is he interested in texting me? Bree wants to know about Sidon. Every time I hear Sidon, I think of that the character in Breath of the Wild, in one of the divine beasts. All right, his name is Sidon, and he guides you into the divine beast. What's Sidon's energy? Is he interested in texting me? Is he ignoring me? Like, what is going on? Strawberry. Philippe, what is going on? Yeah, Neil Gaiman. Yeah, that is a weird freaking book. That's for sure. That's a weird book. All right. Oh, okay, let's do the cat tarot. We got to do the cat tarot. And check that out and get all of that good stuff. By the way, I had a physical and my blood work came back, and I am absolutely amazing on the blood work. Every number was normal. Every number was exceptional. I'm just saying, that was some good blood work. That was money well spent. The free annual physical. I used to get the annual physical in December, but then I found out that literally half the world goes to the doctor to get a physical in December, and you can't get in. So I moved it to June. Actually, I moved it to March, but there's that thing called coronavirus where I couldn't even get in. So now it's June. So, I mean, you know, it's, but that's, you know, always good news. The only part I don't like about the physical is fasting, because I love to eat. And not eating for like 15 hours is just no good at all. That's not me. Me is all about stuff in my face. I'm just saying, stuff in my face, I'm all about it. All right, what is Sidon's energy? Is Sidon going to get you into the divine beast in Breath of the Wild? Is it possible? The Four of Cups and Knight of Pentacles, yeah, that Knight being reversed, the Tower being reversed, and the Moon. All right, I think they're sort of panning the relationship at this point. The relationship is sort of being panned at this point. The Moon says they're interested in something. We're interested in something. I think we sort of have this way in. I think we have this initial spark of interest. They're looking your way. Sidon's like, it looks interesting. Maybe we'll take you into the divine beast in Breath of the Wild. It could be possible. The Moon says we do have that connection. We do have something. In other words, but I'm still panning. I'm still panning the relationship like the gold rush. The Tower being reversed, they're not sure on a lot of different things. So in other words, you pass a test on A and B, but C and D, they're still worried about, they're still wondering about. We have a lot of different activities they're sort of trying to figure out, right? So they're trying to figure some pieces of you out before they want to go in full hog. All right, the Tower being reversed. They don't want that Tower moment. They don't want everything to fall down. They want some stability. They want to understand a little more about you as you sort of move into that. Now, the Knight of Pentacles, that's a bit rough. That's a bit rough. The Four of Cups, maybe not so much. I think the Four of Cups says they've had enough failed relationships to where they are defined as far as what they want and how they want to do it. So in other words, I want this and I want that. They have a list. And I think that that's going to be good. I think that's going to be good for you because they definitely know what you want. Not a lot of wasted time here. But again, they're still panning the relationship like the gold rush. The Knight of Pentacles really sort of concerns me here. It being reverse points a little bit to, maybe they want something temporary. Maybe they want something quick. Maybe they don't want something long term. So, but you have to deal with that as you go through that. But what is Sidon's energy? I think Sidon is looking pretty, decent. Again, panning, still doing a bit of that panning. So we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see how Sidon does. And if you haven't played Breath of the Wild, go to the Divine Beast and Sidon will lead you in there. All right. 5-point star. Somebody stole your cat. Somebody stole your cat. I hope your cat's not dead. That's really a bummer for the stream. That's really a bummer for the stream and you as well, obviously. Kayla, welcome. What is going on? Bree, hey, how are you doing? Let's see, who was talking about blood work? Only thing worse than fasting is the specialized you have to get to the hospital clinic. Oh, no. And every time they want to make an appointment, they say, you're going to have to fast. And I'm like, okay, let's make the appointment at 8 a.m. or something like that. They go, the only spot I have is 3 p.m. I'm like, wait. I'm supposed to not eat from 8 p.m. to 3 p.m.? Are you serious? No. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. All right, let's find your cat. Let's find your cat. Hopefully your cat is just hiding out outside. Wait, meowing right now. Did you go check? Is my cat dead? All right. Now, I don't know. We're going to have to, all right. We're going to do the dog tarot for this. We're going to do the dog tarot for this one. I mean, I'm just saying. I hope your cat's not dead. Yeah, fasting in the afternoon is the bummer. Is the bummer of bummers. And here's my favorite part. Here's my favorite part about the doctors nowadays. I went to the doctor and they said, wait in your car until it's time for your appointment. I'm like, it's 100 degrees out here. It's 100 degrees out here. You realize that, right? They said, wait out in your car until it's time for the appointment. So I sat there for like 12, 15 minutes, and they called me to come in. And then they took my temperature and said it was high. They said, do you have COVID? Your temperature is high. I'm like, no. I sat in my 100-degree car for 15 minutes, and that's why the temperature is high. I mean, you know? All right, that's really loud. All right, there's some typing going on Facebook. There's some typing going on Facebook there. Okay, is your cat dead? We probably should have used the cat terror, but we already used it. Your cat's coming back. Your cat's coming back. The little doggy hopping through the roses, getting that motion. Kitty's coming back. Kitty, what's your cat's name? And the vet, he said she was healthy as a kitten. I mean, that's good. That's good. Hopefully your cat didn't have to fast. I mean, I'm just saying. I did turn on the AC, but it's still 100 degrees. I mean, I'm just saying. All right, put out food. There you go. Mona has it. You put out food, water, kitty toys, a litter box. You get a duck call. You do that. So anyway, the cat's coming back. Look, the cat is leaping through the air. The cat's all happy, running through the roses right now. Running through the roses, having some fun. The cat is definitely coming back. Ignore the cat being stabbed 10 times. Ignore the cat being stabbed 10 times. That's not realistic here. It's more like that the cat encountered some trouble and is headed back home. The cat is headed back home. I'm just saying, the cat is headed back home. Ace of Cups points to that reunion. Ace of Cups points to that action, to where we have the enjoyment of the cat coming back. The cat comes back and the cat's doing okay. Out having some fun, venturing around, but finds their way back. I mean, you can see it right here. Look at it. My thing doesn't autofocus. Look at that. Look at that. See, that's your cat. It's not a cat. You get the idea. That's your cat coming back. That's your cat coming back to your door, leaping around, finding the door, all excited, going to be meowing probably today or tomorrow. I mean, I'm just saying. The cat is out just having a good time. Maybe, going on some dates. Hopefully it doesn't get the COVID while it's out there. But the sun points to good stuff. The Ace of Cups is a reunion card, is a getting back into all that good stuff. Had the adventure and is headed back home. I think your cat's going to be just fine. I think your cat's going to head back there. Maybe I need more than one cat deck of cards. I'm just saying. Austin got tested for COVID. How did that go? The Ten of Wands may be a thorny bush. Yes, Mina's bookshelf. There you go. Mina's bookshelf has it. He girly, is love coming for me soon? What actions will Capricorn take towards me? All right. Reunited. Peaches and Herb. Reunited, and it feels so good. Reunited, and it's understood. MM. What actions will Cap take towards me? Mary M. Let's check out your Capricorn. Let's check them out. Let's head to the love screen. Head to the love screen. Get some of that hugs and kisses action over there on the love screen. Trying to decide what's for lunch. That's a good question. I need some variety. All right. I need some variety. DYB, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. DYB. All right. Let's see about this. Let's see about the cap. What actions are they going to take towards you? I'm on the love screen. I'm taking a leap. I'm taking a leap on the love screen. And I'm assuming that the Capricorn is a romance interest. It's not like some enemy or something, right? I mean, am I right here? Okay, let's figure that out. I love working with Lenormand and Siberia and Kipper. There you go. That's a good combination. The Two of Swords, the Emperor, the Four of Wands, and the Sun. I do think that they do have a romantic interest. They do have a romantic interest. They want something more serious. They're looking for something more permanent. Why do we know that? Because the Four of Wands. Talking about that home feel, that stable feel, the stability that comes in with the Four of Wands combined with the Sun really points to that they have some high hopes. If they want something, they do want something they do want something a bit more serious. They have high hopes for it. I think that they're sort of leaning in and trying to get the best that they can get, basically. They're choosing the best that they can get. And I think that this is because of the Emperor. Again, I think that they have taken it upon themselves to say, all right, we are a bit more serious now. We are looking for something more serious, and they're searching for this at this point. They've had issues in the past. They've had non-serious relationships in the past. They've had a couple of things like that, but the Emperor says they've taken charge at this point. They want to take command, and they definitely want to be the driving force to get whatever they need. All right, but the Two of Swords says that not right now. Maybe I have a bit of a break. Maybe I may need a bit of a break. The Two of Swords points to choices. Again, choosing the correct path, choosing what they need to do, choosing where they need to go. But it's also that blinding aspect or that indecision. So again, a lot of different things that they're sort of looking at and getting at, but they are taking the wheel at this point, surging forward and trying to find the best thing. So if you're looking for what actions will they take towards me, if they see that you're a good possibility for a permanent relationship, you can bet that they're going to be talking to you a bit more. But again, they're looking for something more serious and something more substantial during this round. And I need some water because I sound like a radio talk show host or something that's hoarse. Loteria. I have no idea what Loteria is. Paula, let us know what Loteria is. Now I'm curious. Now I have to go Google Loteria and find out what's going on. What is Loteria? Is it going to come up? Loteria is a traditional game of chance similar to bingo. Okay, I've never heard of that. That sounds interesting, though. It does sound interesting. I'm going to have to check this out after stream. After stream, we're going to check that out. All right, so DYB is wanting to know about a house. The house that I want, will I have to? Okay, so we got some cash. Oh, man, a house is so much money, man. A house is so much money. I saved so much freaking money, and it's all gone in this stupid house. All right. Enough money for a house. Let's check that out. I have enough money to put down by July and August. That's rough. It's so much money. It is so much money. Just a startling amount of money. Ended up creating my own Loteria cards. That sounds really cool. See, now I want to just go and check it out. It's Mexican bingo. Cool. I want to go check that out now and see what's going on. So you can use it. You can understand the riddles. You can be used for divination. I mean, that sounds really cool. I mean, I want to check it out. Okay, I'm going to check it out after the stream now. Because anything divination, I'm all in. I think it's just fun. Divination is just fun in general for sure. All right, are we going to have enough money for that house? 8 of Wands. We got some Pentacles. 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands, we're getting the Pentacles. We are getting those Pentacles in. We are saving that money. The 8 of Wands, we're not saving enough. The High Priestess have sort of this barrier, and the 7 of Pentacles, we're still saving. I mean, obviously, if you have enough money now, that would be good. But if you don't have enough money now, this is saying you're going to run into some challenges. We're running into some monetary challenges here. What are the challenges that we have? All right, let's break this down. What are the challenges that we have here? The 3 of Pentacles says we are working on this. This is something where we're getting the fat cash together. The 3 of Pentacles, we're collecting it. We're getting into that. The 3 of Pentacles, normally the card is where, you're showing off. It's a bit of almost that Leo feel to where we have things, we're working on it, we're getting that, we have started, and everything is going well. The Eight of Wands being reversed, though, the Eight of Wands being reversed says that action, that quickness is not here. In other words, it may take a little longer to get. The Eight of Wands being that motion, being that quickness. It's a very rapid card. It's actually called swiftness, right? The Eight of Wands, that lord of swiftness, the getting into there, being reversed says we can't get it fast enough. It's going to maybe be a little bit longer to get that. The High Priestess into the Seven of Pentacles. Now, the Seven of Pentacles is another sort of reverse card that you really don't want to be reversed here. That's about planting the money, investing the money, saving the money, and watching it grow and watching it develop and having enough and having money sprouting from all of the plants. That being reversed, again, says we may not have enough money during the time frame. Maybe a little bit longer. Maybe a little bit longer here, right? The Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands reverse point to a little longer. If these were both right side up, I would say you definitely would have enough because you have that motion of going in and getting all of that stuff started. In the Seven of Pentacles, we saved enough. We have the trees are sprouting cash, and we're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. Loteria decks. Yeah, definitely have to check this out. All right, who has some question? Let's see. Creating up my own Loteria card. Just not a bad deal. It's not a bad deal. All right. Scrolling around trying to find some question. There you go, Strawberry. Should I leave my job to settle and create a life with Michael? Michael must be pretty good if you're just going to ditch everything and go with that. All right. Michael and quitting my job. Michael and quitting my job. Do we want the love screen? Do we want the love screen? I mean, yeah, you got to catch them all indeed. Lexi, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. We'll check your question out, General, in just a minute. In the meantime, we are going to get the fresh and beautiful Little Prince Tarot. I did buy the book. Everyone said I need to get the book. Everybody said I need to get the book. And I went and got it. So I'm just saying. Pokemon Detective movie. I have not seen that. By the way, Tash, thank you for your email. I appreciate that. I'll add you to my friends list next time I boot it up. Maybe tomorrow, maybe this weekend. We'll see about all of that stuff. Okay, let's see. Michael and quitting my job. Should I just quit it all? Should I quit it all and go for the gold? Go for the gold. That is a nervous decision there, isn't it? I mean, if it doesn't work out, now you got to search for a new job and all. I mean, that, So, I mean, that's definitely a big decision. Obviously, so entertainment purposes only. Never make big decisions based upon some random dude on YouTube reading cards. Random dude on YouTube reading those cards. You want to be careful. Justice says that you are undecided about this. You are undecided about this. The Five of Pentacles, you really don't want to be in a situation where you lose this particular job. Seven of Wands says that you're leaning towards it. You are leaning towards it, but not really a defensive mode. I mean, what I see here, okay, let's summarize. What I see here is you're undecided, extremely undecided. You're very, very undecided. You're back and forth. You've thought about all different possibilities. You've considered this in a variety of different ways. Overall, you really have no idea at this point. And that's going to be one of the big factors here. So as far as doing it or not doing it, it's almost like that, again, you're still deciding. It's something that you need to really sort of think on and sort of meditate on and trying to figure out all of the different steps that are going into this. But I mean, yeah, you're very nervous about it. So I don't see anything in here that would say absolutely not, nor do I see anything in here that says, sure, just go for it. What I see is you're going to be undecided for a while. And if you're still undecided after those time, if you're still undecided, you have a lot of negative thoughts about this when you're thinking about it. The Five of Pentacles being reversed. We want to avoid that hit that you're going to take if something doesn't work out, if we have issues with that. What are we going to do? What's the backup plan? The Seven of Wands. You don't want to be defensive about it. You want to be able to embrace it, be able to give that trust and give your all. But again, you're just having some problems sort of, having problems committing into it. And again, Justice says you're going back and forth as well. There you go. Mina's bookshelf says the High Priestess says, don't make a decision right now. So, I mean, that's sort of what it's pointed to. You're undecided. I would say stay undecided. If you were overwhelmingly positive about it and you jumped in the water, and you jumped in the deep end and you were like, let's go for it, but you didn't. And that's kind of a problem in itself, right? Kind of a problem in itself. You definitely want to evaluate the positives and the negatives and make a decision from a good perspective there. All right, general reading for Alexi. Thank you again for your donation. Appreciate that. Wolf, see you later. Have fun. Okay, general. I guess we could use, what are we going to use? We will use the light seers. Got to use the light seers there. Well, we have an active hurricane season here in the USA. I assume so. No Pokemon Tarot, not my thing. I don't know. I mean, Pokemon's a pretty protected copyright there. That's a, intellectual property. That's an IP. That's I don't know. Can you do a Pokemon Tarot without getting sued? That's the only problem. I mean, there's so many good tarots that we could use. So many good tarots that we could make. I mean, they did have, by the way, on Kickstarter, they had an Animal Crossing inspired tarot. But I don't know how far you can take that. It's Animal Crossing inspired, but at some point it looks a lot like an Animal Crossing character. And Nintendo is pretty protective of their IP as well. So, DYB, thank you for your donation. Appreciate that. Tabs Tarot, hello. Delilah, hello as well. Okay. Let's see. General. Three of Pentacles, the Empress, the Eight of Cups, Seven of Wands, Eight of Swords, Ace of Swords. The Three of Pentacles says, that it's all about showing off what you currently have. In other words, there's some hesitancy with the Three of Pentacles and the Empress. Normally, the Three of Pentacles would mean working. Normally, the Three of Pentacles would mean pride in our work and whatnot. But at some point, we have this Leo feel to where we're able to show off what we have. We're able to show off our skills. We're able to be proud of what we sort of accomplished in this particular phase. So seems like that you are looking at a couple of different goals that you're on, trying to get things done. You're trying to get some accomplishments done. It's sort of a time to sort of look back at those accomplishments and appreciate that what we have done so far is pretty substantial. I think what we have done so far is great. And part of that is going to be sort of showing it off and having pride in what we did, having pride in our accomplishment on our goals so far. And the points to sort of the Empress is having pride in ourselves, understanding that we've done well in our goals. And I think that it's time to sort of recognize that and pat ourselves on the back for that as well. The Eight of Cups, there is something as far as relationships go. The Eight of Cups being sort of that abandonment of a relationship or whatnot. It's sort of time to get back in touch with somebody that you haven't been in touch with for a while. Maybe this is a friend. Maybe this is somebody that you care about, family member, whatnot. You've been out of touch. That Eight of Cups, they sort of feel like that you could have been more in touch, or you could have been more active in the relationship so far. It's time to sort of pick that up and run with that a little bit, right? Garrett, hello. How are you doing? So the Eight of Cups, don't let them feel abandoned. Don't let them feel alone. Make sure that they feel appreciated. Make sure you can tell them that, you appreciate them and all that other stuff as well. The Seven of Wands, there's some communication that you're receiving, that you're getting, that is not really the best communication that you need right now. So it's time to evaluate what people are saying to you and how it's affecting you. If that's going to be somebody negative, if that's going to be somebody who is sort of bringing you down somewhat, maybe minimize our interaction with that or reevaluate how important they are to sort of talk to on a regular basis. It's more important to make some new connections during this time and to reach out to people and to get some new friends or to make some new acquaintances and to sort of get out there and be social and be active with that. The Ace of Swords points to the new communication, getting our communication started with things. And the Seven of Wands sort of points to that defensive mode being off. In other words, it's time not to be defensive. It's if you're having to be defensive from some communication, either minimize your exposure with that person or whatnot. So anyway, there you go for the general. Thank you again for your donation. I appreciate that. All right, so let's see what we got for DYB. Question below. DYB, where's your question? I do not see it. So DYB, throw your question out there, and let's see what you got. Let's see what we got. Did I just miss it? Am I not scrolling? Anyway, DYB, I don't see your question. So throw it out there, DYB, and we will check that out. In the meantime, we'll do Mina's bookshelf. Hello, what is going on? College choice for son. Graph design communication. Oh, there you go. Deposit down by December. Okay, DYB wants a deposit by September. Let's check that out. All right. September deposit. There we go. All right, let's check that out and find out if we're going to have enough deposit. This would be a pretty good one for that, actually. This would be a pretty good one. The Hermetic Tarot would be fantastic for sure. Fantastic for sure. All right. College choice for son. Graph design versus communication. Mina, is that correct? So it's a left or right. It's an A or B. Graphic design versus communication. Let me know if that's the correct syntax there for the question. We can do a tarot throwdown. I mean, I'm just saying. Robin Wood is good. Cosmic Tarot. Hanson Roberts Tarot. Ah, man, I haven't used that in a long time. Morgan Greer Tarot. I haven't used that in a long time, too. Man, those are like the cards that I sort of started out with. Those are like, I'm just starting out cards. The Hanson Roberts starting out cards. The Arthurian as well. Robin Wood is kind of a starting out cards. But yeah. Waterfall Tarot. Now, see, there you go. There you go. All right. See you later, Mary. Okay, so DYB wants to know about the September time frame. September time frame. Gonna be cutting it close. Gonna be cutting it close. But I think you're okay. But wow, it's close. I mean, wow, it's close. The Nine of Swords, a lot of worry as we get there. And that sort of points to that aspect of being kind of close. You know, if you have it and we're good, that's not really too much worry. But the Nine of Swords sort of sneaking in right there. But the Ten of Cups says we do make it. We do make it. We have that celebration feel of the Ten of Cups. We have that emotional satisfaction of the Ten of Cups. The Queen of Cups, I mean, it does sort of take a toll. I mean, this is going to be something where it's going to be every cent counts. Every cent counts. The Queen of Cups is reversed, sort of points to a little bit of that sacrifice. Not like huge sacrifice, but, you know, where you're sort of in that mode, And the Princess of Pentacles as well. Again, I think you'll make it. Ten of Cups says we do, but we have a lot of worry. We have the Princess of Pentacles is really sort of edging that in. We're really edging that in, and it's going to be close. But yes, I do think that you will have enough by September. But we're talking like, you know, late September kind of thing. Late September, cutting it close. I think it will be all right. Well, good luck. I hope you get that house. That sounds great. Nabrisha, hello. How are you doing? Only have 50. Okay. One of graphic design communication together would be a good choice for him. Mina, let's check that out. All right. Graphic design and communication. and a combo, graphic design and communication. That is an interesting combo indeed. Let's check that out. With the slow tarot, speaking of communication, graphic design, let's get a painterly deck in here with the slow tarot. Magic intuition. There you go. There you go. Anything with magic in it, I'm all about it. Does JD currently feel about me? There you go. Pokemon Tarot has been around for a few years. Oh, okay. I did not know that. Very cool. Modern Priscilla Tarot. We'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by. All right. That is an interesting combo. Okay. Graphic design and communication. Let's see if it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Going to be good. Oh, the King of Swords. King of Swords. It's kind of, let's see. So there's a question, is it going to be good, right? Great college choice or something. Okay. Is it going to be good? The Ten of Swords says maybe it'll be a bit challenged. Maybe we have a bit of a challenge within here. The Seven of Cups, it's almost like that we get involved with this, we get into there, and we feel strong about it. But once we're in there, we sort of have some hesitations. The Ten of Swords points to being stabbed in the back, obviously 10 times. We have blood gushing on the floor, etc., etc. Into the Seven of Cups with choices. It's like we regret the choice. We regret the choice. That could be a variety of things here. In other words, one thing is we're excited about it. We think it's a good combo on paper, and then we get into it and realize maybe the job market is not hopping, or the job market could be challenged, or the combination is just an awkward one and it gets into too much. It's too much maybe as well, right? Strength, we're trying to work with it. We're trying to put up with it. Strength is not really good card once you sort of, Garrett, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Strength is not a great card. I mean, I gotta say, it's not a great card when you have a lot of negative cards with it. It's like you're sort of suffering, but you're suffering through it. You're trying to make it through it. You're trying to get strength through the hard time. And the King of Swords being the military dictator and whatnot, it seems that they come out of the other end not advantageous. So it's basically saying that, no, it doesn't look advantageous at all. And part of that could be maybe the job opportunities after we get out. So in other words, maybe we should shop the job market. Maybe we should shop around the job market and make sure that this is going to be something that pays enough to make a wage. This is going to be something that has high demand, right? So if we know where we want to go and we look at the market and it has a lot of demand and it pays decent, that may be good. But if we look around and there's only a couple of openings versus something else where there's thousands of openings, maybe we need to reevaluate, you know, maybe it's going to be tough to get a job once we get out. So, I mean, it looks challenging. It looks challenging. It looks like we regret getting into it once we get into it full steam. Anyway, well, thank you for your question. I appreciate that. All right, we got enough money for the house this month. Okay. DYB, thank you for your donation. Appreciate that. So Garrett, we'll throw down a general read there. See, GB. General reading. Yeah, there you go. Doesn't involve too much struggle. Yeah, I mean, as with everything, when you go into college, you definitely want to shop. You want to shop around and make sure that there's more than 2 openings for that job. Make sure there's more than 2 openings. Because I got a psych degree, and I went looking for a job. And boy, was that quite a depressing thing that I encountered. So then I went back and got an IT degree. Went back and got the IT degree. Tina, hello. Tina's in Italy. I'm from Texas. What is going on? We got a couple of Texans in chat there. We got Renee and myself, both in Texas. All right. So yeah, you gotta shop around. Gotta shop around. You be like me. You graduate with what I thought was gonna be fantastic, and then tough to find a job. All right, let's see about that. General read. The Four of Cups. It's about making better decisions. So, Garrett, it's about making better decisions. In other words, don't make decisions that are not going to be long-term well-suited to you. The Four of Cups is all about being offered something that you don't really want. So sometimes we'll take those offers, we'll get something we don't want, we'll put up with something we don't want because it seems like it's okay. It seems like it's all right. But later, we sort of regret doing that in the first place. The Four of Cups says don't accept that extra cup. Don't accept that cup if it's going to be something that you regret later. The Emperor, it's sort of time to take charge at this point. And you sort of have to take charge, meaning go out and find things that you've been delaying. Find things that you've been putting off. Judy, thank you for your compliment. I appreciate that. It's time to get in charge of some things. Don't be led all the time. Don't let other people influence you when obviously there's not going to be a good outcome for yourself. The Emperor says take charge of those things. Take charge of some things. If somebody else is not taking charge, maybe you should take charge and sort of encounter that. Now, Death into the reversed Judgment. You're coming into a time of your life to where you're flopping into phase 2 or phase 3, right? The ending of something, the beginning of something else is what Death sort of points to. Judgment being reversed points to as well as having a rebirth and all of that. When that's upside down, that means you're going to be changing back into something that you've done before. What does that mean? It could mean maybe you've been painting in the past, you got bored of it, now you're going to start feeling that urge to paint again. Or it could be that you've done something in the past, now you're going to be interested in it again, or you're going to encounter a love that you've had before is going to come back into your life. But basically, you're going to be repeating something that you've done before. And the Death into that Judgment says we're going to have something new, we're going to have a new phase. But the new phase is going to be something we've encountered before. It's not going to be something brand new. So that is sort of where you're headed with that. So you're on phase 2, phase 3 or whatnot. And within that realm, you're going to encounter something that you've had before. You're going to encounter someone, maybe a love that you've had before. And you get sort of a second chance for all of that. Anyway, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, DYB wants to know about money this month. There we go. Money this month. Maria, how can I put emotional separation between me and my daughter, which is in a vegetative state? Well, that doesn't sound good at all. That does not sound good at all. All right. But let's find out about money. Let's find out about money with the Golden Tarot. I mean, if I didn't have this wonderful gift from Raina over here, I think this would be my default business thing. I'm doing a 4K on this tomorrow. I swear. I'm doing a 4K on that tomorrow so that we can break that out and use that every night. Use that every night and check that out. All right. Money this month, next month, or September. Eventually there's going to be money. I mean, I'm assuming so. Unless you're just hopping out and buying a new iPad every month or something. Eventually there is that cash. We're having enough money for the house this month. All right. Oh, let's see. The Queen of Wands and the World. The Queen of Wands and the World and the Lovers. It is a good goal. It is a nice goal. We have to say, it is a nice goal. It is. The Lovers says that it would be something that we're sort of. Queen Famous, hello, how are you doing tonight? The Lovers says we do have that goal, and we would like it. There would be a fantastic match. The Queen of Wands sort of says we need to get busy with the saving. We need to get that moving on. We need to have that sort of in full steam to go. And it is about sort of the planning stage. I think you're in a planning stage this month, obviously. And you're in that planning stage, a sort of organization at this point, trying to figure out what you need to do, trying to figure out how you can get your goal, and getting all of that organized. That's going to be important for you right now. The World says it's time to organize. It's time to start planning. The Queen of Wands, put that plan into action and get some substantial plans on paper about how we can get this money and get it, all of that other stuff. So, I mean, I do think that you're in the planning stage at this point. I think things are going to be working out well for the planning part. But I mean, obviously, if you don't have it now, you just have 13 days left in the month or whatever. So unless you can get it in 13 days, you know, you do have the high hopes though. We have the high hopes. And sometimes that's what you need. You need that motivation to get into the planning phase. But I mean, I think it is time to plan. It is time to get it on paper. It is time to come, you know, and start getting on the calculator and Windows and figuring out what you need where and when and how. And I think that's going to be important for you right now. There you go. But I mean, unless you can pull it off in 13 days, yeah, it's going to be kind of rough there. Kind of rough there. Walk through the business class. I mean, the business class tarot. I mean, it is nice. It is nice, and it's stuck. There you go. It is nice. I think my big factor that makes me excited about this is the book. I gotta say, it's the book, and the reason I say that is because the book just doesn't cover, for example, the card in a traditional tarot sense. It has a lot of more meanings in it. So I need to get serious with the book and just sit there with the book and understand all of the little intricacies of all the extra meanings they've added to this thing. And then that's going to be pretty exciting. But this is a lot to take in. It is a lot to take in, but I do want to get serious with it. I want to get serious with it. Money too, like insights coming when you get away from the problem. Relaxed, calm, distant will help you. Some ideas do not come at the office. The difficulty you experience can be overwhelmed, etc., etc. So, I mean, you know, that's interesting. And then on the other side, it has a more beefy description as well too. I mean, anyway, this is a lot to take in. It's like learning a brand new system. It's like learning a brand new system. So I'm pretty excited about it, but it's a lot. It's a lot. There you go. All right. Anyway, let's do one last question and wrap it up for tonight. Thank you, Elle, for joining me and checking all of that good stuff out. Okay, let's see. Ending soon screen is up. Ending soon last reading. Here we go. Will it be successful at doing tarot readings? Something about a vacation. Will my YouTube channel grow? I have 10 subscribers. Let's see. Businessman King. I don't know. You want YouTube advice? You got a lot of competition. YouTube advice. I mean, we can just go regular YouTube advice. Sure. That'd be kind of interesting for everybody. Tabs. Whoa. YouTube advice. So I guess if we do have a video, that says where me and Dr. Mystical had generic advice for YouTube and whatnot. So, I mean, you know, but basically, so the primary thing on YouTube is to, number one, show your personality. So in other words, if I go to your channel, if I go to Tabs Tarot, and it looks exactly the same as every other YouTube channel, you have the exact same videos as every other YouTube channel, why would I come? Why would I be there? And you need differences. And the biggest difference is going to be you. It's going to be you. Show your personality, right? You come here, you see my personality. My personality is just dripping all over the place over here. You go to Dr. Mystical, and his personality is just really there. He's got his own personality, his own style. And you go to Larry's channel, the Night Reader Tarot, and again, we got his personality really shines. So get you and make it your own. Make it your own style. Make it your own personality. Make it look like your own style and personality when I come to the channel. So that includes the header. Make a nice header that includes you as your personality. If it's going to be fun, if it's going to be really serious, if it's going to be a learning channel, I need to know that when I see your header. And then the videos, make thumbnails of the videos. You can do that with free software on your iPad or phone or whatever. They got tons of software that make all that stuff. Anyway, and then be regular. Be regular. That's the thing. Be regular. All right. I don't get in the feed, so I don't get views. Start collabing with people. Tabs Tarot. Start collabs. Start collabs. If you're not tech savvy, maybe your brother is. Maybe a family member is. Maybe you got a friend that's tech savvy. You don't need to be super tech savvy. You just need to have a nice channel. When I go to your channel, I need to do, so if you want exposure, do collabs with other people. So you have a collaboration with the Tarot Magician. You have a collaboration with Night Reader Tarot, or you have a collaboration with Raina. Well, Raina doesn't do YouTube readings, but whatever. But you know what I'm saying. Start doing collabs. You get your name out there. People know you. People see you. So hit up your favorite readers and say, hey, you want to do a collab? You know, I'm new. I'd love to do a collab with you. Maybe we can do double readings and stuff like that. The apartment have good intentions. There you go. There you go. So you just grew one. See, Jay just hit the sub thing. You know, there you go. But yeah, collabs and regular content, unique content. Those are your key points. If you have great content and you're regular, so in other words, if it's Wednesday night, I know you're doing something. I know you got a new video on Wednesday nights, and that's when I come and check you out. But if you're all over the place and I never know when you're going to make a video, I never know what the video is going to be about, then I'm not really going to hang out, you know. But again, do collabs. That'll get you the exposure. Be regular videos. If that's a week, every week, that's fine. If it's every 2 weeks, that's fine. But you need to be regular. And anyway, good luck. But it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time. I've been doing this 11 years. And so, you know, there you go. And I'm really on the bottom of, I mean, there's some people that have like 1,000 viewers on their stream. So I'm still on the bottom. I've been doing 11 years. So maybe you don't want to ask me is what I'm saying. Maybe you want to ask one of those people that have 1,000 viewers. All right. Does my partner have good intentions? We got a couple of queens, the King of Wands and the Six of Swords. The Queen of Wands, the CEO. I think they have a plan. I think they do have a plan. As far as good intentions, I don't see anything for bad intentions. I just see them stumbling around a lot. They're sort of stumbling in a situation that they're not familiar with. The CEO is such an odd card to have in a love reading. They're stumbling around a situation that you don't need a website, that they're unfamiliar with. What does that mean? That means that they're trying to figure it out as they go along. That could be good, that could be bad, but they're trying to figure out it as they go along. The Queen of Swords, they're willing to negotiate with you. They're willing to be honest with you. They're willing to be in a situation where you can both benefit from the relationship. That's going to be good as well. It's almost like that they're not in for the long term, though. They're not in for the long term. And that sort of points to the Six of Swords being reversed. In other words, they're not headed in a direction that's going to be long term, that's going to be beneficial for both of you. It's almost like the relationship sort of just crumbles, or, you know, just sort of gets in a situation where you're just not really excited about it anymore, but it doesn't look like super long term. The King of Wands says they don't step up to the plate, do the things that they need to do for it to be something serious and whatnot. But yeah, it looks like a good short-term relationships. Again, they're sort of stumbling in a situation they're not familiar with, and they're trying to figure out as they go along. They're not in for the long term. Eventually the relationship just sort of gets to where it's not on fire. It gets to where you're wondering why you're in it, and things like that. But anyway, All right. But as always, entertainment purposes only, all of that good stuff. Thank you for being with me tonight. I appreciate everyone tuning in. If you didn't get a reading, come back tomorrow night. I'm here every single night. So we'll see you next time.